just, oh, it's so bright. Okay, ears. Hello, everyone. I know it's been, I guess, a while since I've gone live, but I mean, I go live with the moon and stuff. So, we recently on the 23rd had a full moon in Scorpio. That was a pink moon, super cute. And then we also on the 20th had Uranus and Jupiter in conjunction. So I just wanted to go live, tap in, and kind of walk us through what's going on with those energies, what you guys can expect, how it could be impacting you, all that stuff. This is a collective reading, so just take what feels right for you. But thank you for joining me. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm just gonna cleanse everything, get the energy going, get our intention set, and then we will tap into what is happening and what I'm feeling, and maybe you guys can relate to what's going on. Thank you guys for joining me. Give you all a little cleanse. And normally I do these readings at night, but I've just had to. I work at a restaurant too, and I picked up a couple extra shifts because I've been out of town. I've been doing a lot of stuff, so I'm happy to tap in with you guys, connect with you guys, and see what's going on. All right. And those of you that don't know, or it's your first time viewing me, my name is Aviana. This is Aviana's Ascension, and let's get into it. Okay. So with the energy, with the full moon in Scorpio, with Uranus and Jupiter conjunction, I am feeling like it's all about a revolution, an inward revolution, right? And obviously what we go through within expands to all of us because we're all one, right? So first and foremost, know that through these inner revolutions, once we, are going through those shifts, don't be surprised if there's a lot of shifts that happen outside of us as well, especially with not necessarily war, but I feel like wars ending, or just like if there's been like certain like policies or certain laws or certain people that feel like they've been oppressed, like I feel like this is all kind of the beginning of that. Okay, because it starts with us, within us, and then everything else outside of us matches that, right? So don't be surprised if you see some things like that unfolding in the next few months. Just throwing it out there. Okay. But what I've been feeling in regards to what's going on in the sky and in the planets and stuff is it's all about recognizing that you are stable and really owning this stability, realizing there's no need to fear, no need to worry. It's about releasing any scarcity mindset or anything. Obviously, it's going to show up differently for all of us. So, like, whatever you have felt tied to scarcity with, that is going to be changed. That's going to be revolutionized. And it's about acknowledging whatever fears, whatever blockages, false narratives you've kept yourself in, and recognizing that you don't have to be there anymore, that you are stable, that you are taken care of, that you are abundant. And I feel like that's what the revolution is about, is just recognizing that you are abundant, you are successful already, how you are, showing up as you are, and recognizing that there's no need to worry, to overthink, because you're already secure and stable. It just feels like we're moving with more trust within our stability. And in that, we allow ourselves to really process the fears that have kept us stuck there, because now that we're no longer stuck there, we can make space for that shadow. We can make space for those fears and transmute them. I feel like it has a lot to do with like feeling where these energies are within ourselves, and then recognizing that we don't have to hold on to them anymore. It just feels like we're moving towards a more stable energy, and it's not about, oh, I got a new job, or oh, I just got an inheritance, or it's nothing outside of us that's bringing us this sense of stability. It's about recognizing that it has always come from within and really owning that. And in that, there will be no more oppression. There will be no more fear. There will be no more having to plan for a rainy day because there's only sunshine. There's only sunshine forecast in your future. So we don't have to worry anymore. I love it. Okay. So let's just shuffle up the cards and see what's going on. All right. Collective reading for the full moon in Scorpio and Uranus in Jupiter conjunction. What is going on? What do we need to know? What is for our best and highest self? Our best and highest good for everyone. Please and thank you. We've got a thunderstorm going on right now where I'm at. It's really nice. You know what I've been doing lately, you guys? Listening to rain sounds with a lo-fi beat as well. But like the lo-fi beat is like way quieter, so it's just been really, really nice. But yeah, I know myself. I've been doing a lot of root chakra, sacral chakra, like my lower chakras. I've been working on those a lot. I've been allowing myself to just sit and feel. I just was in Puerto Rico and it was a very spiritual moment for me, honestly. I had a Reiki session for the first time, never had Reiki before. And we were on the beach and I gave the dude a reading. He gave me the Reiki session. And it was just so beautiful because I realized how much I was not owning my own stability and like depending on external things or kind of selling myself short just because of my scarcity mindset. So I feel like it has a lot to do with that. And something else I've been doing is noticing abundance everywhere. Like literally I'll be driving on the highway and I'm like, oh, there's an abundance of trees, we have an abundance of cars, there's an abundance of cones. So it's just like I feel like we're shifting from scarcity to abundance. I like it. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, so I like to look for the card that like the full moon card that we're in, and then see what cards are around there. So let's see where the full moon in Scorpio is. There's the new moon in Scorpio. There it is. Okay, fierce. Okay. Okay, so we have full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. Absolutely. So yeah, we're releasing the negativity, right? So whether that's our own mindset, whether it's certain people, certain environments where we're not thriving, the main thing here I'm feeling is that we are no longer keeping ourselves held back, right? Because no one can have power over us unless we give them that permission, unless we give them our power, which is a choice, right? So we're recognizing the choice in all of this. We're recognizing how we choose to focus on the negative or we can choose to focus on the positive. And what's beautiful is I feel like we've already recognized that that's a choice. So now we're in the moment of like sitting with the versions of us that maybe chose the negative over and over, chose these limiting beliefs, and we're allowing ourselves to really kind of look at this version of us, sit with this version of us, understand where those fears, where those blockages came from, and allow ourselves to transmute them. You have to sit and feel these things to transmute them, to transform them, because they don't just go away on their own, right? You have to, you can't push them away, block them down, or with judgment and shame. We know that. We've already been through that. We've recognized that. So now we're in the part of really holding space for those versions of us that have that fear, recognizing that we don't have to guilt or shame, control or manipulate anymore. We just allow, we feel. I like this a lot. Okay, and so what's surrounding this is your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. And then show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. So yeah, it's about like, are you really ready to show up as your true self? Are you truly ready to let go of these versions of you? Are you truly ready to make space for these versions of you, right? Because it's about recognizing that these versions of you don't go anywhere. It's about accepting them, loving them. And through that, they transmute and transform into love and light instead of like fear and shadow, you know? So it's about asking yourself, am I really ready to, do that work? Am I really ready to make this space? Am I ready to let go of these limiting comfort zones? Like for me, I would always like be over planning or trying to pick up a shift to make money. Like for me, this stems from like scarcity mindset with money, right? And so I now am recognizing where I limit my own self, you know, by acting like I can't afford certain things, by saying certain things, by having certain fears around spending money or things like that. And instead of like judging them or even telling myself, oh, that's not true, I'm allowing myself to really feel it. Okay. Because that's how much I know I'm not that anymore. Right. I can allow myself to feel it. I can allow myself to sit with it. Because sometimes you don't sit with it because you're like, oh, I don't want to acknowledge that part of me. Oh, I wish that part of me wasn't there, so I'm just going to ignore it and push it away. If you know that that version of you is no longer running the show, or you understand that that's not the life you live anymore, then you will welcome sitting with that version of you. You'll be grateful that you get to do that and you get to transform that energy, because you're safe now. You know who you are, you know what you're going towards, who you want to be. So now you are ready to release the things, the versions of you, the narratives that kept you from this. I love it. So let's read about it. Let's read about it. We're going to talk about the full moon in Scorpio. I like to read out of the book for these guys. Okay, so let's break it down. If you've been feeling paranoid and acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. That's how you manifest the outcome you don't want. I just bought those oracle cards. It's nice to see someone working with them. Oh my god, this oracle card, this deck is the bee's knees, the cat's meow. Okay, this is a really, really good deck. I use it even outside of like my moon reading, so definitely. But worrying yourself is pointless. That's how you manifest the outcome you don't want. So don't worry. And it's not like you're like, oh my God, I shouldn't worry. Don't ignore it with judgment and shame. Allow yourself to sit with that version of you. Imagine, maybe it's your inner child, maybe it's your ego, your shadow, whoever. Sit with it, feel it, so you can change it. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. This card heralds an emotionally intense time, since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. So I know for me personally, I've been through a lot of like big realizations. For me, it's been a big thing of like there's certain people that I thought were going to be by my side on my journey that I'm having to like leave them where they're at, and that's been a hard thing for me. But again, how dedicated am I to where I want to be? And if I know that certain people can't come with me there, then I have to continue on my path. And when I went through that process, I didn't judge myself for it, and I didn't try to like intellectualize it either. I allowed myself to be sad about the people I had to leave behind. I journaled about it. I sat with those feelings. I meditated. I communicated honestly with the people I needed to. And it is a hard process. It's not to say that whenever you recognize a change is necessary, or you recognize you're going towards a new higher version of yourself, it's not to say that that old version and these old paths aren't, it's a loss. We're still human. We still have these mourning, this grief, this guilt. That's normal, right? I always tell people, if you didn't have those feelings, you'd probably be a psychopath, right? It's hard to let things go. So, that's why you have to feel it. Okay. All right, let's keep it going. It's time for you to feel all of your feelings. I can't make it up. It's time to feel. It's time to feel. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. And again, even though you have this awareness, like this isn't good for me, there are still parts of you that will feel bad, and that's normal. But that's why you got to sit with that version of you, not judge it, not shame it, not ignore it, not give in to it, but feel that. Okay. For some, however, this card has a totally different meaning. Your sex life can improve now if you make an effort. Use your magic. You have all you need inside you to bring about your desired result. I wasn't expecting that ending, but I like it. Okay, because I have been doing sacral chakra work too, which is all about creativity, pleasure, sensuality. So I definitely encourage all of us, let's get back to those lower chakras and, come to them, because sometimes if you don't feel safe, you won't be able to feel. You know what I mean? Like if you don't feel safe to cry, you're not going to cry. So make sure you get down to those lower chakras and feel that security, that safetyness, so you can start expressing more and all that. Okay. Attune to the moon. Emote. It's all better out than in. Better out than in, I always say. That's from Shrek. Love Shrek. Additional meanings for this card. It's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. You're right to have your suspicions. Grudges are toxic. Let something go. The end of an argument. The teaching. The full moon in Scorpio has a sting in its tail. It can herald a vindictive end to a relationship. It can also be a time when we want to be good, but we're naughty. If you pull this card, no matter when, your dark side and your shadow self may be showing. The full moon in Scorpio is also a time of magic. If you're thinking of making some magic, this is your sign to do it. Okay, I get it, make magic. But yeah, so the important part of feeling these feelings is like the shadow is never something that you need to judge or be ashamed of or be mad at, because the shadow is here to keep you safe, just like your higher self, just like your senses, your intuition. We as humans have to have all of these things to keep us safe, right? So you don't judge the shadow for coming out, you know and say like it's coming out in a way that you're like, I don't like the way this feels, because there's some times where it's like your shadow comes out and you're protecting yourself and you're like, you know what, the higher self tried to do it, but y'all didn't listen, so the shadow had to come out, and it is what it is. But say it's in a situation where you're like, dang, I wish I could have shown up differently. That's when you really should feel that and sit with that version of you and see why they got triggered, where's that trigger coming from, and remind them that they're safe, right? Because these versions of you don't go away. You don't want them to go away because you need them to guide you and help you know what's right for you, what's not, so you can stay in alignment with your path and your higher self and your purpose, right? So that's why you need to feel. It's important. Okay. All right. I'm going to slide these to the left or the right, whatever. Let's get into the tarot, though. We're going to just pull a few cards, or not a few cards, but we're going to pull some cards just to see what this energy is about. And, when you pair that energy with Jupiter and Uranus conjunction, because that's all about like revolution, like the start of, good God, the start of something new. Okay. So it's like, in order to go towards something new, you have to make yourself comfortable and ready for that. And that includes like sitting with that shadow. Because remember, these things are here to keep us safe. And new is very scary for humans because we don't, we don't know what's going on in the future, right? For all of us. So that's why you got to feel. Okay. So yeah, let's just look at what just came out and then I'll cut the deck and stuff. So with the Fool, like I was just saying, there is a new chapter, a new start, a new energy. But the Fool travels lightly, right? He doesn't carry those burdens, that heaviness. And that's kind of what this full moon is asking us to do, because this is giving like the Uranus and Jupiter conjunction, right? And the Ten of Swords is giving the full moon in Scorpio. In order to go towards this new revolution, this light energy, this happiness, we have to do that shadow work. We have to acknowledge the parts of us that are keeping us held back, keeping us in a limited view. It's just the name of the game. And don't judge what comes out, because some of us will be surprised by what is below the surface, the things that bubble up. Allow. That's okay. It's not your job to judge, it's just your job to feel. But we're moving on, we're moving forward. That's why you want to do that, because you don't want to move forward with any kind of heaviness, burden. You've done that work. You've learned those lessons. You don't want to have to repeat it again. So feel it. Yeah, we're moving towards stability with the Chariot and the Emperor. We're moving towards stability. We're feeling secure. Those lower chakras are sitting right and sitting tight, right? But there's just some overthinking, some limiting beliefs we just have to sort through. And this is normal. This is beautiful. These versions of us exist to keep us safe. We just have to simply remind them we are safe. You know, we don't have to carry this pain with us anymore. You give yourself that permission. You create that safety for yourself. Okay. King of Pentacles. A lot of us are leveling up, especially financially, within our security, our stability, our home, our relationships. Like we are going to be in a very, very good energy. So enjoy that energy fully and completely by doing that shadow work before you get there. Okay. Take this opportunity. Let's get into it though. Let's get into it. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, and then Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo here as well. Okay, so we literally just got into Taurus season. That started April 20th and goes until May 20th. So within Taurus season, I definitely see a lot of new opportunities, abundance, stability coming. But with the Knight of Pentacles, it's going to take time. These things aren't going to rush to come in because you want to make sure you're in the right space to receive them. You know, because even whenever we know we're deserving of something, if there's a part of us that's not ready, it will sabotage. You know, Five of Swords. There will be sabotage. There will be second guess. There will be triggering. And that's normal, right? Because we're humans. But that's why you got to allow yourself to sort through that. Take your time with it. Don't rush to this new energy that you want because it's there for you guaranteed no matter what. So don't rush into it to sabotage it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like take your time. Four of Swords. Allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to rejuvenate. Get yourself together. Because there's like Seven of Swords, like this thing is guaranteed for you. This new energy is guaranteed. It's going to be there. But you want to make sure you're in the right space. Yeah, it's like you don't want your wounds, your pains to sabotage your blessings. And that's basically what I'm getting. It's like you don't want to sabotage your blessings. So Judgment, the Moon card. So you're going to do that shadow work. You're going to acknowledge the versions of you, the pain you're holding on to. You're being honest about where you've been and where you want to go, allowing yourself to transmute that energy. Beautiful. Because see, look, there's divine partnership, there's success, victory, stability right there. Two of Cups, the World, Ten of Pentacles. It's very beautiful. And it's going to happen. But don't rush towards it because there's certain things, you know, just certain... Got to cross your T's and dot your I's. Okay, let's talk about it though. Let's get into it. Oh, I love it. Yeah. So Nine of Swords. Any anxieties, worries, fears, anything that has kept us in that low vibration of fear and scarcity, we're walking away from those things. We realize that's not fulfilling. That's not what brings in my abundance. That's what blocks it. So I'm going to keep myself held accountable and correct my way of thinking. You know, just like I wouldn't let someone else talk to me like this, I'm not going to talk to me like this either. I'm going to be responsible for my way of thinking. I'm going to be responsible for what I'm imagining and what I'm daydreaming about. If it doesn't serve me, then why am I putting my energy into it? Never mind. I'm not anymore. I love it. I love when people are like, let me be accountable for myself. Because I'm not having it. Yeah, there's lots of blessings, lots of abundance, new opportunities coming. But there's certain things you're going to have to walk away from within yourself. Love it. Greetings, Mr. Peeler. Love. Knight of Wands. Yeah, because here's the deal. There's certain things that like we've been working towards. Yeah, see, Eight of Pentacles, the Empress. We've been getting in alignment. We've been putting in our energy, working hard, doing what we need to do to go towards these blessings, to get this energy, to get everything how it needs to be, right? So we're not going to let fear keep us from crossing that finish line. Knight of Wands. We're going to keep listening to our passion, keep going after what lights our heart up. And the more we do that, the more the parts of ourselves that fear that are going to start screaming and acting up. But you know how to redirect that energy. You know how to set boundaries with yourself in your mind and the versions of you that are scared of stability and success, or are scared of, just reclaiming your power. Because you know the truth, and you're going to get these other parts of you to come in alignment with it. That's the whole point of this full moon right now. It's a blessing to do these things, because you don't want to get to your blessings and then be scared. You don't want that. So you want to figure it out before you get to that finish line. I love it. This is making me think of when I was, because I work with a crystal shop and I like do classes there and like do my ceremonies and stuff out of there. And I got my first ceremony, and it was like a guy that was going blind, and he had to like basically just come to terms with it. And I was like, that is a big order. And I was talking to one of the people, because I also work at a restaurant. I was talking to one of the people that work at the restaurant, and I was like, this is like intense. And he was like, well, this is what you asked for. Don't be scared now. And I was like, you're right. Let's do it, So sometimes you just need that little reminder. See, the Chariot, the Emperor. There's no holding back. We're all gas, no brakes. That's why we don't want to take that fear with us. Because once we get to this point, these blessings are coming in. This growth is happening, expansion. We can't stop it, right? So we want to make sure we're where we need to be with it. We want to make sure we're balanced in that shadow and in the light. We want to make sure we trust in ourselves and know that we're protected, and we know that we have an army of angels behind us, guiding us, protecting us. There's no need for fear anymore. There's no need to second guess and doubt, and none of that. None of that. Yeah, it's like we're moving with excitement now. We're moving with excitement. We're reminding ourselves what we're made of as well. Yeah, I definitely feel like for a lot of us, this is like the final little test. And yeah, I don't love the word test, because it's not like it's a pass or fail. It's just like full confirmation that you're ready to move towards your blessings, that you know what you're made of, that you know what you deserve. Are you ready? We're ready. Let's go. Okay? Because it's going to be fierce. I'm telling you, it's going to be fierce. Ah. Three of Pentacles. I love it. With the Eight of Wands. That's your soul tribe. That's community. That's teamwork. That's people appreciating what you bring to the table. You're doing something you're passionate about. You're putting your heart and soul into something. Your hard work is paying off. See, yeah. And it's because you decided. These cards are so sticky. But it's because you decided that like you're not going to be in that low vibration anymore. You recognize, okay, I know I was there at one point in my life. I know what it taught me. It taught me to be resourceful. It taught me strength. It taught me independence. Like there's a million blessings and gratitude I can have for this version, for this time. But I'm not there anymore. And I'm going to look at the part of me that still is worried about that is still there, and let it know, hey, you don't have to be scared anymore. You can exhale. You can breathe. I love it. This makes me think of like the I think it was a new moon in Pisces reading I did recently, where it was like, we don't have to compromise our soul, our purpose, our happiness for stability. And now you're really like living that truth, letting your passion and your heart guide you rather than like scarcity or fear. Because you know that when you move with trust and follow your heart, you're always going to be taken care of. It's whenever you think that you have to compromise that you will forever be compromising, because that's the energy you're on. You know what I mean? If you're like, well, I can't do this because, I won't be able to, pay my bills, then Even doing the other thing that you don't want to do won't fully pay your bills because you are in a vibration of, I can't pay my bills doing what I love, you know? Okay, this is a lot of cards. We'll talk about it, but I'm going to put them back. Yeah. There's no more like uncertainty. There's no more weighing your options. We're fully going towards what lights us up, what brings us happiness and fulfillment. And we're doing so with confidence. We're leaving behind the scarcity mindset. We're leaving behind the fear. I love it. I am obsessed. The World card with the Ten of Pentacles. I'm telling you guys. And see, we go straight from the 3 to the 10. Right? So it's like, as soon as we decide, okay, I'm going to live out my passion, I'm going to follow my heart, I'm going to do what makes me feel loved and supported, that's when the abundance comes in. You know, like move like you have guaranteed abundance because you do. And there's nothing you have to prove or earn. Like there's no amount of struggle that you have to go through in order for this to be true. It's just about believing it. And it's just about recognizing that you are a divine child. You know, you are innately, your birthright is to be taken care of, is to be abundant. And we're recognizing the parts of us, the mindsets that kept us from that. And it's not that we're doing so with judgment, we're doing so with love and reminding them we're safe. See, look at all these pentacles. 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Your hard work's paying off. You're moving towards security, stability, abundance, blessings. It just is what it is. Like I don't even need to convince you guys because you already know. You know? I feel it. I feel it. What I love about this reading is there was like literally like these first 3 cards were like, listen, this is what we're leaving. And then the rest, it's like, and now we're in abundance, you know? So I feel like this process, like I said, it's been a long time coming. And now like with the World card, it's just the full, it's come full circle. Yeah. Ooh. We have the Fool card. What is this live about? Hello. This live is about, we just had our full moon in Scorpio, and then we also had the Jupiter and Uranus conjunction. So basically, we're letting go of any fears that are limiting us from our stability and success. And now we have the Fool card coming out, and we just were talking about the World card. So I'm telling you, it's full circle. We've completed that cycle. We know we're abundant. We know we're taken care of, and we know how to provide love and support for the versions of us that aren't quite there yet. So there, even, and it's not to say that like you're moving forward and there's no fear about scarcity or anything like that. Like, no, it's not like overnight that work was done. No, it's still there, but we know how to handle it now. We're to the point where those fears can't keep us held back. We're moving with light energy. I love it. These cards glow in the dark. Is your name Anna? Because that was a nickname for me, Aviana. They would call me Anna when I was in. But yeah, see, it's like 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, 6 of Swords, Temperance. Like we're moving towards abundance. Our hard work is paying off. There's no need to worry. And what's beautiful with the Temperance card is we understand why we went through those things. Obviously, we've been done that, you know. So I love it. It's fierce. It's amazing. And if y'all are picking up what I'm putting down, like the video. Okay, 6 of Swords. So yeah, I love the 6 of Swords because that tells me that, you know, yes, it wasn't easy to get here, obviously. We all know that. But we're finally moving on. We're finally moving forward. And it's beautiful, you know? We're moving towards peace of mind. We're moving towards ease. We know we are protected. Like we're going to be moving around like we've got our angel behind us and our, wall in front of us, not feeling guarded, but feeling protected, you know? See, look at that. Seven of Pentacles, the Sun card. Our hard work paying off. The sun is shining on our abundance. And deciding to move forward, listening to our heart, our intuition, and knowing that we can move forward and like really make plans because we're stable. Ace of Cups. Yeah. There's literally no need for worrying anymore. I'm just saying. Like, it's so beautiful. Let's get one more card. And then we'll get some oracle messages to close it out. Yeah. Knight of Swords, Ten of Cups, Two of Pentacles. That's where we're moving. Towards abundance, towards happiness, emotional fulfillment, security, stability in the home. This is beautiful. And with the Knight of Swords, like, we are moving full force. This is not being scared about consequences. This is not being scared about what if, no, none of that is happening anymore. We're not weighing our options anymore. We already know that we're abundant. We already know we're taken care of. So we're moving with full confidence. It's like, imagine how people move whenever they have like an inheritance or like millionaire parents. Like, you're not scared because you have all the abundance you could possibly need, you know? That's us. That's all of us, right? I'm just saying. Yeah, no more fear. No more worry. No more creeping over our shoulder, checking our bank account. No more, okay, maybe I should do this and do that. So no more of that. Just abundance. Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. All right, let's close out the reading with that part, period. With an oracle, couple oracle messages. Thank you guys for watching. I've been thinking, and I'm going to go live at some point next week and pull cards for you guys just because I like doing that and I haven't done it in a while. So I'm going to try to do it on all my social media platforms, but we'll see which ones I start with. I don't know. I'll probably start on YouTube and then go from there. Thank you, Mystic Healer, for hanging out with me. Okay, a new romantic cycle begins here. So some new love coming in. And so for a lot of us, obviously, like, we've got a lot of pentacles and I've been talking about money a lot, but stability is much more than money, obviously, right? Like, it is within like your stability within relationships, your stability to communicate, right? So I just feel like overall we're feeling more stable, more connected, ready for abundance. Yeah, okay. So see, we have confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Act like a Leo, act like a lion, act like you're in charge, because you are. You are powerful. Okay. And for some of us that like maybe it's hard for us to recognize that and tap into that. Exactly. And see, I said earlier, Mystic Healer, that I've been like driving around, like going places, and I will recognize the abundance all around me. There's an abundance of cars, there's an abundance of cones, an abundance of trees, an abundance of leaves. You know, it doesn't have to just be abundance in a box of money or like luxury items. See it in everything, and you know, it'll be everywhere. Okay. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Nothing will come of this situation. So, exactly. And this was on top of the Two of Pentacles. So, all of us that are weighing our options, going back and forth, nothing will come of that. What will come is confidence. Okay. So, tap into that. All right. That is our collective reading. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Mystic Healer, for hanging out with me. Appreciate your energy. But if you guys like a personal reading or you want a soul alchemy ceremony, all of my services are on my website. That is linked down below. And I also have a newsletter you can sign up for. I have a couple of online classes and ceremonies you can check out as well. Stay blessed to you. Thank you. And if you want more content, I have all my social media down below as well. So thanks for hanging out. Hope to see y'all again soon. And I just did Taurus season readings for all of the signs. I've got April monthly readings already out, so check it out. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.